There is a lot of spirit energy tonight. Now, in spite of the negativity that has been seen, that has been felt by me, the negativity that I've felt all week, there's still been a strong spiritual connection. You just can't shake that spiritual connection no matter what, and it's always there, the spirit realm. Earlier, I heard a tapping on the wall in the closet, then it went up the wall, it went in the ceiling, and then a big shadow went across the room. And there's been a lot of spirit energy. I was going to do a scan earlier, to see if the apps would show anything. The apps that I still have on my old tablet and my other tablet, and my other the old phone of mine. I never did get rid of it. I was going to see if anything showed up. The number 40 popped in my head. Actually, it was 40. Something whispered it to me, and I was hearing voices. I was very cynical, and I'll be honest, I was very dark and depressed and very, very dark. I guess you say candid. I'll be honest. I'll just be honest. I was very, very dark. And it's definitely not pleasant when I get that way at all. I was seeing if there were any orbs just now. I've seen a lot of spirit energy. I've heard the dogs are unsettled. The animals are very unsettled, and I've seen and heard a lot today. But you get the point here. You get the point. I hope and pray things get better. It feels like, what is all this about? What is it leading to? And why is it not coming to fruition? We see all of these things happening, and then it's like, what really is it really going to? I don't know. I want better luck, so to speak. I want good fortune for us all. I know there's a lot of people out there struggling. I know there's a lot of people financially struggling. I know there's a lot of people besides us. I know that. But gosh darn it, you'd think things would just get better. Things would just get better. I've seen some orbs. I've seen energy tonight. I felt energy. Boy, my energy was really heightened earlier. I mean, like, just bubbling over. Not really energy that's like going to help you do anything or accomplish anything. It's that annoying energy that that's just there, and it's really not helpful. That kind. And then that darkness did not help at all. It's been crazy the way I felt. It's like you have a good moment, and then that cynical darkness has to ruin it. I don't want to sound all petty, whatever. I don't know why my channel can't go further. That I've been hoping for. It's like I think they're lying, because they'll show me having 1,720 subscribers. Then they'll show 1,710, 1,720, 1,710, and yet I'm being emailed the fact that I got 10 subscribers. One day they emailed me telling me I had 10 subscribers. Did it show up? No, it did not. It didn't show up, so something is up. But I wanted to do some scans and watch, and listen. It's currently 1:19 a.m. I think I just seen an orb just now. But it's like everything that can go wrong is going wrong, and then it just and the spirit energy is heightened, and you just want to just ignore it and be normal Sometimes you just want to, just in all honesty, you just would like to, but yet you don't want to lose that part of you that is not normal. I need to get a job. I need to do things in life. I need to just... But then when I do, there'll be no time to focus on what we focus on and what I focus on and what is a part of me. I feel like my spirit is part of something greater. But then when you start looking into life itself and try to focus on what you have to do and the path you have to choose, then it's like, well, that's not going to get me anywhere. Not in the 3D world of life, the game of life. I even literally I sometimes, like, they would consider me crazy because I just kind of talk to myself. But I guess if you talk to yourself, everyone pretty much does that. Just kind of acts out a role. I feel like we're kind of playing a role in this realm. Obviously, there's no orbs happening now, but, well, I just seen something, but I don't know if it showed up on camera or not, on recording. But anyway, I heard several things earlier. I seen and heard several things. But it feels like we're playing a role in the game of life, and each one of us is this variable, but yet it's like each player, and I'm not talking about the NPCs, the non-programmable characters that they talk about, the people that are like brainwashed or they don't even seem like people. It's just weird. There's so many people out there, so many individuals, I should say, that just don't even seem like... You get the point. You know what I'm talking about. But I feel the answer in spirituality, and I just hope the Lord... I hope this is I hope it's coming true. I love this life, and I want to enjoy this life. But it's sad to think if you won't remember any of this after. And then what is eternity? What is all these questions? You keep searching for these questions, for these answers, and every time you think you found part of an answer to a question, more questions arise and more questions come up. And on your journey to finding yourself and finding the answers to things, the fundamental questions, and then it's just... And some people say, well, there's just too much time when you're... Well, whenever you do get enough time to focus on it, whenever you do have to work and all of that, then you just get no time to focus on anything. Because you're so bogged down with responsibilities of existence. And it's just... Why can't we just skip all of that and do what is meant to be forever? And I love my family. I love Mama. I love Daddy. I love this life. And no, I don't want to... People think when you talk about the after, you're talking about, you know, that's it. I don't want to say certain words because of the algorithms, but people think you're talking about croaking. That's not what I'm talking about. But it's just... I want the answers, and I would like to know, why do we have to go through all of the struggle? Yeah, I get it. I've even written things myself at times, writings that stated to make myself feel better and things, and I've written that if it weren't for the low points, we would never know how good it feels when we reach the high points, and we wouldn't realize that we go through the darkness so that we know, so that we can appreciate the light in the top when we do reach it. But why do we have to go through all of that struggle? I guess the struggle makes us real. I guess the struggle makes it more worthwhile and meaningful when you make it there. But dang, it's just that mental darkness, and I don't even know how to convey it, that mental anguish and darkness, depression, anxiety, that mental anguish that I go through is really hard to convey into words. Right now, I'm okay. But if you hear me at sometimes when I'm not, it's like, well, put me in a psych ward, put me in a, you know what I mean. Well, of course, all of us experiencing the EME as a whole. Some people would say put us in a mental institution, because but they've even made a movie out of it coming out in December, as Brian McFarlane posted on his channel, thankfully. But I get that you can't focus your whole life on those things, but I really don't like the feelings of, actually, that disconnection that I had during the awakening symptoms. I can't, they took the websites down that talked about it. Either that or they don't exist in this reality, but, or whatever is happening. But no one knows, I can't even convey how I felt during those times that I was going through those symptoms. That disconnect, that connection, but yet I didn't, like, I wasn't fitting in and I didn't belong in the existence I was in. It was indescribable. But finally those symptoms eased, and I was able to talk to people more, actually, after I made my channel. I wish I could make more of a, I mean, if anyone would like to help out, $1 even helps out. Just $1 donation. I know if I could, I would give to the channels that I love. And actually, I have given $1 or $2 when I could, or tried to, and Google would let me. Other times, they wouldn't even let me. I gave to this one subscriber of mine that needed it. But that was a while back, and these people know who they are. But I just, and sometimes I tried, but then the algorithms wouldn't let me. The algorithms, YouTube and Google, would not let me. They don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to get anywhere. They want to keep you down. But it's like, why do we have to go through this whole thing just to get to where, just to get to the promise? Anyway, but I love my family, and I love you all. Well, the phone's dying. But I love you all more than I could even convey, more than I could even say or put into words. But I hate the thought of not remembering the good points in this existence after we move on. And I felt since childhood that we were in an important pivotal point in existence. But once you get out of childhood and then you see the way this existence really is, which is run by the dark side, run by you know who, the dark one that masquerades as light. But that's the way the dark one that masquerades as light is. Hath ye no pity for the ones that suffered before, and the ones that suffer now, eternally and evermore? Shan't it be that we ever see the light of day, to bring peace and harmony out of a world wrought with fear and danger, lurking about every corner ye seek? They say seek and ye shall find, but it seems each corner we turn, moment after moment, darker it gets. Henceforth sent we find true peace around morning's corner, as the dew doth fall, and the sun doth rise once more. Maybe heaven's peace shall we see forevermore. But seriously, that's just something I came up with off the top of my head. When I get into these modes, and I'll even talk to myself and talk about these things, I'll just sit and talk to myself and do poetry and talk in this acting sort of way, personifying myself as an individual I would not be normally associated with in terms of my personality, my conscious mind, personifying, manifesting this consciousness at any given moment that's in my mind. I'll start talking. I sound like Russell Brand all of a sudden, or Jim Carrey, but I'm just manifesting that particular thought of the moment. It might not even be me. It's almost like passing through me, passing through this mind of mine, and just talking as this character that pops into my mind. But that's just what I do at times, and I don't know why we have to go through this struggle before we make it to the real peace where we're going, and on this journey anyway. May the Lord bless us. I hate that so much truth has been misconstrued, and sadly, in the name of religions and cults and various things and I still believe in Jesus Christ. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that the information has been misconstrued and being used for control. Governments use it, groups use it. It's really sad, and I'll be glad when the truth reveals itself and the Lord brings us light. But it's like the Native American Indians. They always stated about God, the grandfather. They said that they talked about his truth revealing, and that the knowledge of the ways of the ancients and the ways of the old days returning, and well, I feel 2030 is a pivotal point. I really do, but I don't want it. I want to enjoy this life. I really, really, truly want to enjoy and live this life to the fullest, and be able to be successful, and be successful enough to help others out. And I don't want it to end, or I know it sounds that way when I get dark and depressed in certain ways. You all might not know, but that's just how I get. But it's not really truthfully me when I'm that way. It's like something is a chemical imbalance. A chemical is taking over, causing a darker view of things. Not like, well, I'm not even going to use those words, but not like certain things, but that some people would think of, but just, I can't view the world in a positive light when I'm that way. Right now, more so than other times, but earlier tonight, or earlier today, and this week, and no, I couldn't. It's just like, no way, nope, not gonna happen. But I want to be able to sometime, or at some point in my life, in this life I'm in now, be successful and be able to share my light with others and share. And it's sad when you see they help animals more than they do people. Not that there's anything wrong with helping animals, but I mean, it's like they said on The Simpsons, if at any point that you ever become a dog, then I can give you medical help. And that's the exact way it is now. And people, they'll feed and shelter and give nourishment and medical care to animals more than they will humans. They even spent millions of dollars on rats and mice doing experiments on them and to teach them how to drive. I heard on the news today at this university, but they would not even help human beings. They could have spent those millions of dollars on human beings, like they spend building weapons and they spend all that money there, and spend all that money in institutions and universities and schools and colleges, and spend all that money on experiments and science experiments in the name of science, and they spend all of that money on useless things and material goods, but they won't spend it on helping people. Or if they do build houses, they make the prices outrageous to where no one can live there, or they just help the same people over and over instead of helping everyone. And they don't, or they might help people due to a certain type of background instead of helping everyone. And I mean everyone, of all backgrounds and all groups, all people. That's what I believe. Help everyone out. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. And you, I want to, my goal, what is my goal? What do I want? Well, I really couldn't say. I don't know whether it'll ever happen. But what I truly, truly want is, I want to be able to be successful at some point in this existence. Preferably now, I would like, but I want to be able to to be successful enough to be able be financially secure and be able to help others out as well. And if I can be able to be successful on my own, then I can help my own family, myself, and help others out. And share the blessings with the rest of this world. That is truly at heart what I want to do. Because truly I have love in my heart. And I want to help everyone. But the darkness of this world can get you down. But I just want to be able, you all know truly at heart that I want to be able to spread light, help others, and if I ever became successful, I would definitely share in this journey with others. I love you all. That's all I had to say. Maybe I'll be back later. Signing out. Peace. My links are below if you'd like to show love and support. I'm just being real. Prayers and love, please. Peace.